Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's caught. It's Scott. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Newton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes. Great job with his rhythm. An explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
The Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take off. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bow it up, stuffing the run.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The run to the left. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll try the left side. Runs through the tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. They're going to ride this running back. Still running at the 35. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Newton. The sure hands, it's Scott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds his tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to throw again. Looking to buy time. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's finally halfway stop, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I don't know as a defense on third down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Newton. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss. Put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Miller wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Miller will go to the air, using the quick game. Touchdown, Tulane! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. The Jayhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Tulane Green Wave will take over 1st and 10.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Working that left side now. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He'll grind out a few tough yards, and that'll probably be the final play of this period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They move on top here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's up. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Oh, it's
the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Card in the backfield. It's Scott. Still running up the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. What? And the Jayhawks will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
First and 10.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got it in the middle. It's Fenwick. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Balls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's up. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop pig.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Newton. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Scott. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Scanning the field, it's Newton. Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Kansas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over. First and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Foley. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Barrett. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ott. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Newton. Fires Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a Chiefs touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Wants to throw again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air, it's Boley. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Buys a little time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throwing right. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Toss to the outside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Newton. And the missed connection on third down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
the quarter, Kansas has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Newton. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and bleed them right off the clock to win.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To throw, it's Bowling. Finds his man, it's Ott. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, it'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Newton. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Scott. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The short hands, it's Williams. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Jayhawks will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. And